Well, hello guys, I'm in Kagbeni as you all saw in the previous episode. This is the lovely view you get from Kagbeni, and yeah, that route also leads to other parts of the village. Coming to the point, so in this episode I'm going to show you the village of Kagbeni, what it is about, and yeah, the people around it. And also I'm going to take you on a tour to Muktinath temple first, which is one of the oldest, I guess, temples in the Himalayas, or I suppose it's also one of the highest also in the Himalayas. So Muktinath temple is a Vishnu temple over here, and yeah, it's also sacred for the Buddhist. So it's both significant to Hinduism and Buddhism. And to show you a perspective, Kagbeni is somewhere over here, the place where I am standing, and the road which I have to take for Muktinath is through that mountain. Here we go towards Muktinath. And I suppose the road to Muktinath can lead from here as well. This one is a shortcut, so yeah, let's see. Today I am feeling quite light because I hardly have any luggage system with me, only the tank bag and my backpack behind my bag. Let's ask them. Muktinath! Muktinath! हाँ हाँ ठीक है, thank you. Farm fields over here in Kagbeni. Wow, almost at 10,000 feet above sea level. This looks like a tourist spot over here. All are local tourists. Some kind of a viewpoint. Oh, it's a viewpoint from where you can watch the Kagbeni village beneath, and also the plateaus over there. Wow, look at the climb. Oh my god, Muktinath is pretty high as compared to Kagbeni. Wow, that should be Muktinath. I don't know, but yeah, could be or should be. So this is the Khinga village. Nice. Maybe about 6 kilometers away from Muktinath, and yeah, I've reached Jharkot village. looks really ancient. Look at it. And if you don't know, this village is also very popular among trekkers who visit the Annapurna circuit for a layover for the night. If they are passing through Thorongla Pass, they either stop over here or in Kagbeni, depending on their energy, I suppose. But anyway, this is a popular village over here with a monastery right over there. If you can see, that's a monastery. And I suppose Thorongla Pass should be somewhere through there. Yeah, those are all trekking routes. I can't take a motorcycle over there. Maybe definitely next time I'm going to come over here just for the trek of the entire Annapurna circuit. Look at the village, so beautiful. I'm making my way on foot towards Muktinath. Obviously you can't take the vehicle right up to the temple, I suppose, but yeah, anyway, this should be a good hike, I suppose. And as you can see, there are a lot of places to eat, sleep, so yeah, should not be a problem for anyone who wants to stay over here overnight if they want to. Well, if I be honest, I did not expect Muktinath to have so many people. I mean, look at it, with hotels all around. I think the temple has definitely brought in some good money for the locals over here. I mean, economically, obviously, because it is the most visited village over here because of the temple and the Gompas over here. So yeah, why not? The trek from the parking spot towards the temple is pretty long one, I suppose, but I am seeing a lot of two-wheelers parked right up till here. I don't know, maybe I could have brought in my two-wheeler over here as well, but anyway, I don't want to get in trouble with the local authorities over here. These are all Nepali number plates. So they have healthcare facility over here as well. So finally, after all the hard work over there and through the village over there, I have made it to Muktinath temple. As you can see, it's written on the board. The place is definitely peaceful. Well, as I said, this place holds importance for both Buddhist and Hindus. Look at that. We have a Gompa right over there. And the temple is somewhere over there. 108 bulls which you are seeing over here, through which water is pouring out. It's directly straight from those glaciers up in the mountains maybe, but yeah, it is said to be extremely divine for the devotees over here. So that's why you are seeing a lot of people washing their hands or maybe taking a bath in this 108 bulls over here. As far as the temple is concerned, I can't film inside. I think I have to respect the people over here and their sentiments. So yeah, this is it, I suppose. Muktinath and its surroundings. I mean the Gompas and the stupas all around. What I have heard over here by talking to the locals over here. So what used to happen during ancient times is that the Tibetan monks who used to pass through these passes over here, through Thorongla and other passes in the Annapurna, used to sit over here and meditate. So that's why so many Gompas were created over here. And as far as Muktinath temple is concerned, it is about Vishnu temple, as I told earlier as well. So yeah, pretty significant to the community over here. So this stream is going to join the Kali Gandaki river down below. Well, I guess calling Muktinath temple as a singular temple would be very wrong to say, because as you can see, it is kind of a temple complex. If you see over here, we have one more temple. That's, I guess, a smaller version of the Muktinath temple over there. It's known as Mukteshwar temple, I suppose. Yeah. And yeah, we have multiple Gompas over here. In fact, we have a Buddha statue right over there. So if I might zoom into it, see, this is the Buddha statue I was referring to. चलिए
इससे ज़्यादा नहीं उठेगा।
इसको उठाने से यही होता है कि आप जब उठा लिए इसको तो आप जो समझ लीजिए पुण्य का काम किए हुए हैं।
पुण्य होता है।
हाँ, और नहीं उठा पाए तो आप पापी हुए।
पापी?
Yes.
Direct पापी?
Yes.
So you all are getting the point, right? So yeah, if you want to clear up your sins, then you have to leave the stone over here. चलिए।
Name of God.
Go on with it. 3, 2. Possible नहीं। Grip. पकड़ नहीं पा रहे। So I guess I am a sinner over here. But yeah, I just can't get a proper grip of the thing.
हर महादेव, हर हर महादेव,
हर महादेव। After checking out Muktinath temple, it was time to have a quick lunch, and then I headed back towards Kagbeni village to explore it. Well, I am at the Kagbeni monastery. As you can see, this one is the new one, and this one over here is the old monastery. So yeah, that could be maybe several hundred years old. I don't know. Have to ask someone over here. Let's see if I can find someone. But yeah, this one definitely is the new one. And if you look closely, you can find dormitories or places to stay for the monks over here. As you can see, that one is the old one, I suppose. Yep. And these are all the new ones. It's almost sunset and I have made a new friend over here. His name is Karma Gyacho. Karma ji,
हाँ जी बोलिए
आप क्या दिखाएंगे कागबेनी में?
आप कागबेनी आप चलते हैं कागबेनी बना रहे
Look at this.
ये मुस्तान का हमारा एक गांव का लोकल है लोकल ये खासी कहते हैं खासी
खासी.
हाँ जी राह कहता है
वो ऊपर वाला.
पहला कितना साल पहले 500-600 साल होगा उस टाइम में एक गांव में एक राजा था ना एक गांव में एक राजा था उस टाइम में हमारे ये कागबेनी गांव का राजा का घर है
ये वाला राजा का घर है पूरा.
ये वाला सब है
अच्छा.
वो लोग का वो कजन वगैरह ना
हाँ हाँ
बेटा का बेटा वगैरह होता ना
हाँ हाँ.
वो यहाँ रहता है
आ,
पहले था ना और मेरा घर ये है।
ये आपका घर है.
ये माने ना हम लोग ये घुमाने से
हाँ हाँ.
जो अपना पाप किया होगा ना वो पाप को पुण्य मिल जाता है बोलता है पुण्य वो पाप काट के पुण्य होता है ना ऐसा
ये बुद्धिज्म में.
ये बुद्धिज्म है ये सब।
मैं भी मेरा पाप थोड़ा आज पुण्य कर लेता हूँ फिर.
हाँ जी बॉडीगार्ड कहते हैं इसका कहता है ये ग्रैंड पाप कागबेनी.
अच्छा. So the statue which you are seeing over here, it's made out of what? Mud से बना हुआ
हाँ
है?
मठ है मठ
हाँ. So it's several hundred years old over here in Kagbeni. So the legend goes, according to Mr. Karma over here, is that he used to be the bodyguard of Kagbeni. So in his memory they have created this statue. So basically it symbolizes that he is still protecting the village over here. So the entrance which you are seeing over here, the gate obviously is not there at the moment, but this used to be the main village. यही पहला main बस्ती था ना. And apparently his wife also has a statue on the other side of the village.
लेडर
हाँ हाँ.
सबसे बड़ा वाला लेडर है
ये वाला.
हाँ, ये ऊट से बना हुआ है पहले यही बना हुआ है
तो
पहले
ये सबसे आप बोल रहे हो पुराना लैडर है कागबेनी का.
पुराना और बड़ा
Could be several hundred years old. 500-600 साल पुराना भी हो सकता है. बाप रे. वाओ. So according to Mr. Karma over here, this entire area which you are looking at, it's kind of the get together place of the entire village where they celebrate anyone who gets above 60 or 70 years old. So they have a celebration over here in local culture.
यहाँ पे एक तो घर हाँ, ये घर भी ये भी राजा का ये वो वाला ये
वो एक्सटेंडेड घर है पूरा. अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा.
बहुत बहुत एरिया में फैला हुआ है हाँ जी,
इंडिया में जैसे हम लोग के पास ग्राम पंचायत होता है,
हाँ जी।
कागबेनी या नेपाल में ऐसा कुछ होता है? ग्राम पंचायत या विलेज हेड कोई होता है ऑफिशियली गवर्नमेंट के साइड से?
वो तो होता है ना अभी तो होता है ये 12 गाँव का होता है 19 गाँव के मल्टी क्या कहता है वो गाँव पालिका कहता है हम लोग
गाँव पालिका आप
हाँ
लोग
जी।
बोलते हो. अच्छा अच्छा.
नेपाली में गाँव
तो
पालिका
आप लोग खुद इलेक्ट करते हो?
वो यहीं का बस्ती का आदमी लोग
खुद ही?
इलेक्शन
अच्छा अच्छा.
बगैर
So there are 72 families that belong to the Kagbeni village and stays over here.
आज लोकल
लोग. But my question is, मेरा जो सवाल है, पकड़ लीजिए आज मैं कोलकाता से हूँ, ठीक है, मुझे कागबनी गांव बहुत अच्छा लगा, तो मुझे यहाँ पे सेटल होना है, क्या मैं हो सकता हूँ?
रह सकता है, खेती करके रहता है कोई।
तो मैं क्या यहाँ पे प्रॉपर्टी खरीद सकता हूँ कागबेनी में?
खरीद सकता है, बाहर से आके खरीदता है तो
खरीदता है। एक और चीज बोलिए, कागबेनी गांव में इंटरनेट, मोबाइल कनेक्शन, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कौन सा साल से आना चालू है?
अभी हो गया होगा 20 साल हो गया होगा। ये मोबाइल आके इतना नहीं होगा, इलेक्ट्रिक आके तो ये 20 साल हो गया होगा।
इलेक्ट्रिसिटी 20 साल और मोबाइल
कितना 10-12 इतने होगा। ये वो नेटवर्क
10-12
आके
साल।
मुस्तांग है ना, नेपाल में 77 डिस्ट्रिक्ट है। वो 77 डिस्ट्रिक्ट में सबसे कम मिनिमम पानी बारिश आने वाला
मुस्तांग में डेफिनेटली
पुण्य मिलता है। ऐसे राइट हैंड से ऐसे,
सॉरी
ऐसे उस तरफ अरे ये बुद्धि माने पे ये मंत्र है ओम नमः शिवाय कहता ना, और जैसे
ये तो एंशिएंट टिबेटन लैंग्वेज है ना?
हाँ, वो टिबेटन लैंग्वेज।
आपको टिबेटन नहीं आता है?
टिबेटन कहना आता है, पढ़ना नहीं आता है।
पढ़ना नहीं आता?
नहीं।
घर के ऊपर लकड़ी रखने से
सूप, हाँ
क्यों?
सूप होता है, सूप यानी सूप गुड लक। और ये लकड़ी रखने से जो वॉल है ना,
हाँ
मिट्टी का वॉल होता है,
हाँ।
बारिश बर्फ गिरता है उस टाइम में, उस सेफ्टी के लिए रखता है,
प्रोटेक्ट करता है।
ऐसे भी है। और इसका पास लकड़ी ज़्यादा है, वो थोड़ा क्या कहूँ, वो आर्थिक स्थिति बढ़िया
बेटर है समाज में। अच्छा,
ऐसे कहता है।
So according to history over here in Kagbeni, their ancestors used to stay in those caves. The caves you are looking over there. So right now if they cremate someone, so basically they take a piece of their skull and cremate it in those caves over there. Wow, ये सब बाइक यहाँ के लिए आइडियल है। These are the ideal motorcycles to travel around Kagbeni and Mustang Valley. If you want to experience Kagbeni, you have to go towards the monastery side. These are the parts which are all newly constructed over here, obviously for business purposes, as you can understand, as tourism is picking up in this part of the world, especially towards Muktinath. So yeah, Kagbeni is also gaining economically, if I might call it so. As I was saying, see, there's a bus. I think that will be driving towards Kathmandu or Pokhara. We have tourists waiting over here. That's the thing. So earlier in the day in Muktinath, when I showed you all the 108 bulls from where the water was pouring out, so yeah, that's coming from there. That's the source and coming over here. And this is the Kali Gandagi river over here. So according to the local legend is that if you bathe in this point over here, so basically you are washing away your sin. This is exactly the spot where the Rishi, which came from India, and he meditated over here. His name was known as Kagbusundi, and the joining part is known as Beni. So that's why the town's name is Kagbeni, or the village's name is Kagbeni.